taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you.
Hello and welcome back to an Angry Canadian Reacts video. Doing something a little different today. We're not reacting to a Brit, we are reacting to an American again. Tyler Bucket. He's interesting, so we're going to react to him again. This time he's reacting to dumbest things Americans have ever said to Canadians. I gotta hear this.
What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to some of the dumbest things that Americans have ever said to Canadians.
I gotta hear this.
Oh boy. So today I want to take a look at some examples of just the stupidest things that my fellow Americans have actually said about Canada. And you know, I might even try to set the record straight here a bit, because you know, I understand that us Americans, we get a pretty bad reputation for, you know, saying ignorant things and not knowing what we're talking about, especially for Canada. So let's take a look at some of these, starting with this Canadian said, "I got my driver's license taken away at a bar in California." Oh. Because the doorman didn't believe that Saskatchewan was a real place. What? I'm sorry, that is so annoying. What? And I bet you if this situation happened to any American in any country in the world, like it would be the end of the world for an American. Be like, "What? You don't know where Cliffsville, Idaho is? You've never heard of it?" So I understand the frustration here. Your driver's license taken away at a bar in California because the door guy didn't believe that Saskatchewan was a real place. So that was on your driver's license?
Technically, it's not
you thought
really
it was made
real.
up? I mean, really, that just shows you how a lot of Americans just haven't heard of, like, a lot of Canadian places. Like, we're just not exposed to that stuff very much.
Manitoba,
we haven't heard of it.
Saskatchewan.
I don't even necessarily think this guy was trying to be mean, but that's not an excuse for being really stupid. Like, pull out your phone, man. Look it up. This place exists. But in our defense, like, come on. Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Saskatchewan? What kind of name is that?
She might be from Saskatoon.
That sounds like
which is a city in
a fictional, like a planet in Star Wars or something. Come on.
It does.
I'm gonna get in trouble with all the Saskatchewanians out there. But
no, you aren't.
Didn't the person who originally named Saskatchewan, you know, whenever that was, 100 years ago, you should have known that decades later, the weird name you picked out would cause some bouncer in California to get confused. So it's really their fault. It's not Americans' fault for all this. So anyway, they say, and then this American doorman had the audacity to get mad at me because I refused to leave without my driver's license and had to call the police. Good for you, though, for calling the police, for having the confidence to call the police and to know that license. Hopefully, because this is in the United States, that they would be on your side and be like logical about this. Because the absolute worst case scenario is this poor Canadian, like, is getting their license stolen, essentially. They call the police, and the police come and back up the American bouncer, and they're like,
God,
Yeah, man, you can't just come to the U.S. With a fake ID and forge
Hi,
Saskatchewan
Cheddar. I'm
or
doing something.
whatever as your birthplace. You can't do that. You're coming to jail. This could have got a lot
Cheddar.
worse. But it's totally reasonable to want your license back. That's your ID, especially if they're being dumb and saying it's fake when it's not, on the premise that Saskatchewan doesn't exist. Which is from a Canadian perspective, that's probably like it's outrageous. It's beyond ridiculous. The police did come after like 30 minutes later and called the guy an effing moron. Yes, yes. Okay, that makes me feel good. Like at the end of the day, even the American
Wow.
police got it done. We got to call the doorman an idiot. This Canadian got their license back. The doorman was seriously going to die on the hill. He was going to die on that hill that Saskatchewan is not
Come
real,
on.
and refused to even Google it. Exactly. This isn't the Stone Age, you know? We have technology. Pull out your phone or something. Go to the Google something. Talk to Siri or whatever, Alexa. Ask about what? It's a real thing. I've heard of it. Yeah. I don't know what percentage of Americans have heard of Saskatchewan. I know that's come up in some other video I've done, so I have heard of it. The average American?
No.
I'd be
Manitoba,
surprised if
New
50%
Brunswick,
of
PEI,
Americans have heard of Saskatchewan.
Nova Scotia, Newfoundland.
I'd be surprised if 35% of Americans have heard of Saskatchewan, but that's just my rough estimate. Okay, this is a Canadian who said, a co-worker of mine had her Ontario driver's license cut by a bouncer.
This professional 32 TW SSD, capable of holding the entire collection of the New York Public Library, is something you won't find at Best Buy or any electronics retailer, even if you were willing to drop $1,000.
This again?
Wow.
This is like obviously a serious problem. This is like the same exact story twice in a row.
Probably.
Canadians coming to the U.S. Except this is in Las Vegas, not somewhere in California.
No, but the guy
And
probably
having your
moved to
license
Vegas
is
after
taken
that.
away. This wasn't taken away. This license was cut. That means they're so convinced your license is fake, they took scissors out and cut it in half to destroy it. Which should be a crime or something.
He was
This
arrested.
is worse somehow. But I can't believe how often this happens. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Las Vegas bouncer cut their driver's license in half because Ontario is a city in California. Nice try. I was gonna say that's so annoying. This is beyond annoying. This is like, it's disrespectful. It's stupid. It's ignorant. Like the premise of all this is that these are Americans with
He's
power.
upside down now.
Not like a judge or something, but they get to choose who goes in the door, which, you know, matters at a Las Vegas bar or something. And these idiots are destroying Canadians' IDs. Because what, they haven't heard of Ontario in Canada? They only know it as a city in California.
Come on,
But nice
Ontario is
try, though.
probably
You
one of the
almost-
most popular.
You almost got me with the old Ontario Canada Act. Ha! Where'd you come up with that one? I'm not sure what happened to that bouncer, but I know he
was arrested, but come on now. Like, I mean, British Columbia, Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec are probably the most well-known provinces of Canada. Ontario, God.
was arrested that night. For something else? Related? Or unrelated? I don't know. But I hope they don't work there anymore. Man, Canadians have it kind of rough in the U.S. I
Oh.
can't imagine, like, and maybe this is like the American ego coming out. Like, if I went somewhere in the world and I was like, oh, yeah, here's my Indiana driver's license. And they're like, Indiana? That doesn't exist. Liar. Take him away.
The
Give me your
movie.
license. Like, that's incredibly
We're
annoying to
talking
get a new
Indiana
license.
Jones.
And just to be like, you know, from your point of view, you're like, well, that's such a well-known place where I come from. Like, everybody knows. And you would even think, to some level, I don't know every province in, like, France or something. Like, or
No.
Russia has a bunch of provinces or something. I don't know all those, but we're talking about Canada here. Like, Ontario. Does it have the biggest population? I think so.
Yeah.
It's a pretty important place. But
Yeah.
so to not even have heard
See the
of
government.
it is bad. It's probably worse than not knowing, like, some of the states, because some of the U.S. states are kind of obscure,
I know them
like
all.
Saskatchewan. Okay, this is a Canadian that said, I went on a trip to Florida. My family went out for dinner. The waiter could tell we were tourists, and without knowing where we're from, somehow he got on some rant about how stupid Canada is. This is the rant you choose. So this is there's so many things here. For one thing, why is the waiter ranting about anything? Do you want a tip or not? Just shut up and bring us the cheese curds, man. What are you...
Yeah.
So, bad service already is one thing. No tip. Then to be ranting anti anything, really, is just weird, especially at your job. Then it's Canada, who has a great reputation, even in the U.S. Most Americans love Canada. So this whole rant wouldn't really go over well, no matter who you are. But it happened to be to a group of Canadians, which I'm telling you guys, this is not normal here. I don't know.
I hope not.
I guess if enough Canadians travel to the U.S., every situation happens like this. Like, eventually all the stupidity happens. He's ranting about how stupid Canada is to us, but he doesn't know they're Canadian. He ranted about Canadians riding polar bears to school, saying a boot, and all the other stereotypes. Why? So this is just random? He's just anti-Canadian, but it's like in a weird way.
Yeah, definitely.
Like not against your politics or something, but again, or like boycotting U.S., but it's like they're mad at the polar bears?
Can I help you?
And the way you talk? Like, what? I've never thought about someone being racist against Canadians, but is that a thing?
Sure.
Maybe. We have figured out how to be racist against anyone. He even bashed our politics. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, now it all makes sense. Now, how can you bash Canadian politics and then completely not mention American politics? You're at a restaurant in Las Vegas in the U.S. You're talking about how dumb Canadian politics are? Not American politics? This just makes no sense. He says, can't take our government seriously because...
Get off the table.
Well, you can't take the Canadian government seriously because there is a federal Green Party promoting marijuana. How could you? How could you guys? Lock all those pot smokers. Should be in prison with the murderers and the rapists, right? You're same exact kind of level of crime, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Right away.
At the end of his speech, he said, so where are you guys from? And my stepdad looked him straight in the eye and said, Canada. And then what happened? This is getting good, actually. The waiter turned beet red and instantly started sweating, fanning himself with his shirt. We got the fastest service ever. It's so stupid because Canadians, like in the U.S., if he's going to go off about stereotypes, Canadians are known for being very nice, polite, respectful people. So...
Oh, unless she pisses off.
Also, you should just never assume strangers are going to agree with your crazy rants or that you're not talking about them if you don't know them. He got embarrassed, sweating, fastest service. We got the fastest service ever, though. So you were insulted, but you got fast service, free appetizers, free refills. That's just normal in the Free refills, that's normal everywhere
okay.
in the U.S. They're,
Not here.
that's just standard. And free dessert, though. Nice. We were completely unimpressed with his lack of discernment. Canadians are pretty frequent visitors to Florida in the winter months.
Yes, snowbirds.
Florida? I thought we're in... Oh, we're in Florida. Yeah. We've been in California, Las Vegas, and this was in Florida. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are the
Canadians
places
go
we
to
go
Florida.
because it's warm.
You go to Cuba too, right? Like random. But Florida makes sense. It's like beautiful. But we're not all personally offended. Watching his panic throughout the dinner more than made up for it. And he got like free stuff and good service. So, like if that, maybe there's Canadians who would even take that trade. You know, like I'll put up with a stupid American for like 5 minutes, and I get free food, free desserts, fast service. Maybe there's probably Canadians who would take that, but
Yep.
no one. You shouldn't have to go through that, certainly. So that's embarrassing for us. A lot. That was like probably trying to decide which of these is worse, because we had bouncers destroying Canadian driver's licenses, which
Making
is
fun of
horrible
us.
because they're ignorant. This was like, this American's very ignorant, but it's like also aggressive about it. But so are the bouncers stealing your stuff. This was all bad. There's no defending any of
No,
it.
but the worst one is that last one.
Maybe I was able to shed some light on some of this and our way of thinking about it. And yeah, it's sad just to hear about like that Canadians go through this kind of stuff in the U.S. It's very annoying, but it is funny on some level. So I enjoyed this. Anyway,
It is.
if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on the stupid things Americans have actually said and done to Canadians. That'd be fun to hear about, especially if you're Canadian. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for
Right there,
watching,
Tyler Bucket.
and see you next time.
All right. Let's stop that. Get that up. So that'll just about do it. I think that was kind of interesting to see. I mean, I've been to Florida. I've been to Atlanta and Roswell. Been to Maine, around Maine. Never had problems. No one ever made fun of me for being Canadian. Made friends. But that'll do it. We'll see you next time.